So what if you had a tool, one that's simple enough to use every single day, that could literally change your life from the inside out? Well, today we're going to unlock the power of that very tool. We're talking about affirmations.
You know, it's funny. We spend so much of our time searching for answers and for happiness out there in the world. But what if the most powerful tools we could ever have, our own thoughts, our words, our beliefs, have been inside of us this whole time?
I mean, it's a feeling we all know, right? That deep desire to build a more joyful, more fulfilling life. The ideas we're exploring today suggest this isn't just wishful thinking. No, it's a real possibility. And it all starts with what's described as a quiet secret.
And that secret, well, it all begins with our inner dialogue. It's so easy to look for solutions outside of ourselves, but the real, true power for transformation, it's rooted in that constant conversation we're having with ourselves every single day.
Think about it for a second. All the old doubts, the past fears, the limits we don't even realize we put on ourselves. This statement right here isn't just a nice thought. It's a declaration. It's framing today as the moment you decide to stop holding on to what holds you back and start learning a new way of thinking. So what is this quiet secret anyway? We're talking about the practice of affirmations. And let's be super clear here. This isn't about some kind of magic. It's really about tapping into a fundamental principle of how our own minds actually work.
At their very core, affirmations are just intentional statements, things you say on purpose to influence your thoughts. But here's the really crucial part. Their goal is to shape your inner attitude. I mean, think of your attitude as the filter through which you see everything. It colors every experience and guides every single choice you make.
Okay, so how does simply repeating a few words actually lead to real, tangible change? Well, it sets off a kind of chain reaction, and this is where we go from just, wishful thinking to a practical tool for real self-development.
Just look at the difference here. It's huge, right? When you tell yourself, I cannot do this, your brain hears that as a fact. It's a closed door. End of story. But reframing it to, I am learning, I am growing, well, that opens up a whole new path. It tells your brain that a struggle is just part of the process, not some permanent failure. That simple little shift in language creates a completely different internal environment.
And this breaks it down perfectly. This is the chain reaction. It starts with the words you choose to use. When you repeat them consistently, those words start to reshape your default inner attitude. And once your attitude shifts from one of I can't to one of I can, your daily actions, your choices, they naturally start to line up with that new belief.
Okay, so the theory makes a lot of sense, but how does this actually work day to day? Let's get into the practical side of things, how to build this into a real habit and what the key benefits are.
So practicing affirmations really delivers 3 huge benefits. First, you start to see opportunities instead of just roadblocks, and that naturally creates more joy. Second, you begin to systematically replace those old negative beliefs with new empowering ones. And finally, you start to realize that true peace and confidence, they come from within you, not from what's happening around you.
And this is so important. Just saying the words one time isn't going to do much. The power really comes from consistency and from feeling the words as you say them. It's all about speaking with intention, with real belief, and making it a daily practice.
And the best part is, you don't need some complex, poetic phrase to start. Look at how simple and powerful these are. Just take a moment with this one. Today, I choose peace. Can you imagine starting your day with that one simple declaration? These are statements of intent that your mind hears, and over time, begins to act on.
So, we've walked through what affirmations are, how they actually work, and how you can start practicing them. The final step, of course, is making that choice to begin.
I absolutely love this metaphor. It just perfectly captures what affirmations are all about. You are literally planting seeds in the garden of your mind. Now, they're not going to turn into a forest overnight, but with a little patience and consistent care, they really will grow into something beautiful. And so this final question is all for you. Every single day is a new chance to plant something new in the garden of your mind. Is it going to be peace, confidence, maybe gratitude? The choice is totally 100% yours. So what seed will you choose to plant today?